Join us now for Let's Just Talk with Kathryn Ricker.
Hi, this is Kathryn Ricker, and we are back on Let's Just Talk Radio and TV, and we've added somebody, Doc Redcross. I wanted you to meet somebody very special, because when I read your publicity pitch from your publicist, I found out that you're very involved with Zika and worried about what's happening. So it just so happens that a couple weeks ago, I had a registered nurse who works in home health care that actually is named Anthony Watson with ACE Products, right?
Right. Glad to be here, Kathryn.
And I want to introduce you to Dr. Ken Redcross. If you two would like to meet each other, that would be really super.
Absolutely.
It's a pleasure.
It's a pleasure to meet you as well, Anthony. It's a pleasure.
Well, you know, what's amazing is that we all believe that it's important to not have products that could affect that baby or that having the pregnancy, it's toxic or whatever.
Right.
And you know, I told you I'm allergic to a lot of things, right? So I can't even imagine when I was trying to get pregnant back then, that I don't know how many of those kind of things were affecting me at the time. Right? So, Mike, you know, what I wanted to introduce Anthony to you was because I wanted him to tell your story so that maybe it can help some of your patients.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? So tell me how you started doing it. What did you do?
Well, it's interesting. This actually came out of the military. So I was in the military and I trained troops to go over to Desert Storm to get them ready to, you know, just to survive in a desert type environment. Part of that training required that we go to different bases, and one of the things that we ran into was there was bugs at these bases, bed bugs, things like that. So this product, actually it was a combination of products, but the bed bug product was actually an answer to protecting us from going into bed bug infested environments and not bringing them back to our bases with us or to our homes. And so this product is a unique product. It's designed to spray the bed bug eliminator, ACE bed bug eliminator, Eagle Watch bed bug eliminator. It's designed to spray on yourself before you go into a bed bug infested place. And then when you leave, you spray it on yourself again, and you are bed bug free wherever you go. So,
but the mosquito part of it is really what we want to concentrate on tonight.
And so out of this, we realized that through our research, we had epidemiologists, which is the study of they're scientists that study bugs, pest control people. We formulated a product that came out of that, and that was a mosquito eliminator. And the mosquito eliminator, we found out through our research that, interestingly enough, that 30,000 years ago, the mosquito and the bed bug had a common ancestor. And about the time when man stopped being a hunter-gatherer and became more agricultural, of course, with agriculture, you had civilizations built around agriculture and that sort of thing. So bed bugs, so mosquitoes, or the bed bugs actually became to a point where they would crawl and burrow into the fur of mankind and that kind of thing. But the mosquito continued to fly. And so that's and so the same thing, so the things in the environment that kill the bed bug kill the mosquito. And so we formulated this thing as a natural product that is really safe for people. It eliminates the bed bugs, it repels bed bugs, it also kills the larvae. So we're very excited about how this sort of thing came about, actually.
And the mosquito, you found out that it actually will kill the Zika mosquito.
Absolutely. Aedes aegypti, which is the mosquito that carries Zika, is a unique mosquito in that it has a it likes people. It likes man. In that most mosquito species, you know when you go out at night or at dawn, they bite you then. But the Aedes aegypti has a way of attaching itself to men. In other words, it likes to be in the homes with man. It likes to be around man, and it actually can breed in small areas, such as maybe a cap of water. It can be in your kitchen, with in your toilet, anywhere around your house, and that is the reason why it's so deadly, because it's very difficult to control, because it has the ability to be around us all the time. And so that's the reason why it is so important that you have something that's eco-friendly to control it. Because why? Because you might have to spray it in your home. And I see that we have products here. The Off. The Off is a product that has DEET. We all know about DEET. The thing about DEET is DEET was actually formulated after World War II. And there has not been any human testing, as you know. There hasn't been any human testing on DEET for about 80 years. And so, do we know that it actually is harmful? We don't. We don't really know that. I mean, we have not seen any. We've not had any. The EPA hasn't really had a opportunity to really investigate, because the EPA doesn't investigate if they don't have a problem.
Yeah.
If nobody brings it to them. So therefore, you don't know whether long term whether DEET's going to be a problem. These are natural products, so that you don't have to worry about that. And if we talk about being eco-friendly and being natural, we want to try to be, as you said, as close to the earth as possible, and this is the answer to that.
And the cool thing about it is that what I want to tell you is that, especially with pregnant women or somebody trying to get pregnant, we're not sure what's going to happen if you spray off on you.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Is that true?
Well, you know, it's interesting, especially as Anthony is saying, because, you know, I think that's almost an issue of what we're using, what we have and what we've always had.
Absolutely.
That's right.
And if you think about it, that's the best thing that we have. Even in the Olympics, you know, they were very, very prepared in Olympic Village to really start to deal with the mosquito issue.
Absolutely.
So, you know, it's interesting in the sense that that's kind of what we have now. We don't have any other products yet. And so, you know, it's interesting to what you're bringing to light, that maybe that's a solution.
And then the other thing is that through medicine, through military, we're getting, through space, we're getting new products that are eco-friendly, right? That we can use.
Absolutely.
And the nice thing about it is that like I told you, I'm allergic, and my granddaughter's very allergic to mosquitoes. So the other thing about Zika is we're finding out, right, Doc, that you can transmit it through sexual contact.
Right.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and that's obviously a big deal. We're finding out that it can live in the semen for at least 2 months.
Wow.
So while I brought that up for this discussion on infertility, because it does not cause infertility directly, but what it does cause is for you to put your family on hold, because should you come from that area, you can't start necessarily having a child for some time, just in case you were bitten by a mosquito that had the Zika virus. And so, you know, it becomes a big issue.
Right. And that was one of the reasons why I tested it. We tested it because we test every single product. I'd love to try your vitamins because you do it for other people besides people that are infertile, right?
Well, yeah, some of those, because we have a different line that we can use for people, but yeah, these are for getting your body pregnancy ready.
Pregnancy ready. And so when I tested the product, I sprayed it on, and I went out at twilight. And usually, if I go out at twilight or early in the morning in the grass, Mosquito City, they love me.
Right.
I'm so sweet. They just love me.
Right.
And I had not one bite.
That's right.
And then I took it with me on the airplane and put it in my purse.
Right.
And I took it to one of the most mosquito heavens in the world, New Orleans. Now, what's happening in Baton Rouge right now is scary because of all the water, because of all the mosquitoes, because of all that. And so I'm wondering if these people are having infertility problems as well, and what's going to happen to them if they're going to have more Zika in New Orleans. How much, can you tell me what's happening in New York?
Well, in New York, we've been somewhat shielded. We all know that. The other thing that's interesting, I should just go back. We know that it's all getting a lot of press on what's happening in Brazil and the microcephaly, the small craniums that we all see that it's just horrible. You just feel it to your heart. But the Zika virus has been around since the 40s, actually.
Really?
Yeah, actually it's been around since the 40s.
Can I ask a question? Dengue fever's been around too, which causes some major problems.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
So, and the Asian bug that flies around as well is too.
Right.
I want to thank you for joining us for this short segment.
Well, thank you.
And for bringing us this wonderful product and to help you and to help your patients.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. We have to take a short break and we'll be right back. Would you give your website out, please?
Sure. So my website is drredcross.com, drredcross.com.
And your wonderful website?
My company is Ace Healthy Products, and my website is acehealthyproducts.com.
And we'll be right back on Let's Just Talk with Kathryn Raker, both radio and television. We'll be right back.